Friends, enemies, and those who remain undecided, welcome back to this deck. I have a new like lighting angle, so you might see like this right here. I need to adjust for it. So I'm gonna dick around with that for a little bit. Because it was just fine until I went live. Fortunately, I do have Elden Ring booting up, so it's gonna. There we go. That seems to have gotten it. The downside is like you could like if I'm wearing my glasses, everything will reflect. I probably should go back to wearing my contacts more often. Mostly because I paid for them. That's pretty much enough of a reason right there. I could probably take the forward light and face it straight up, or I could take the one that's slightly behind me and use that to face me, and then have that one facing up to reflect the light back down. Because white ceiling. Anyway, we're going back to me testing out the arcane build. You know, like right there, it's doing it again. If I look down for a second, it goes back. It shows back up. So, is that fine? That should be fine now. I'll worry about that later. I'll play with it some more later. I gotta play with it anyway, because I'm gonna be recording some stuff. Now, obviously, if I had the two medallions... Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I haven't decided yet. Actually, I'm gonna play with the lights again. Like, if I had a sleep paralysis demon who, you know, look like a, you know what? If I say my train of thought on that, I'd probably get kicked off YouTube forever. No, actually, I wouldn't. Let's see here. Muscle mommy with big boobs. You know, an Amazonian kind of woman with a sub-streak. Yeah. Let's see, a gym bunny. There we go. I think that's the term we're looking for. Yeah, if we had that, 100%. Like, I'll take that sleep paralysis demon. Hey, how's it going? I don't think anyone's going to be upset with me on that one, actually. It's like, I mean, it's not like I said that I'm interested in lollies or something like that, because that's just fucking disgusting. I will split hairs on something. Just a character not being developed does not make them a lolly, for the record. I really feel like there is a specific category that that falls under, but just a character not having huge boobs or something does not make them a lolly. And I'm splitting the hair on that one for a reason. And you can argue, like, plot-wise, there's sometimes people make characters, like, as the excuse to get away with it. Like, see, it's actually a 500-year-old vampire, speaking of Afroente. Like, okay, you're right, that's just them using a plot reason to get away with. But I still don't think she's a lolly. I'm not interested in the character, but I don't view her as a lolly just because, like, she just looks like a person who's just not super, you know, super curvy. Not to mention, later in the story, she does get a more curvy form when she gets possessed by a god. Spoilers. I'm vaguely curious if my light steel fist will work on them. Hey, Bill! I was not expecting that to work, actually. I was assuming it wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be able to steal life from something who's not alive. Now, if I was vaguely smart, I'd go get the medallions and level up this this weapon as much as I can before going to go fight Renalia, because it would guarantee my victory against Renalia pretty damn quickly. Because phase 1's not going to be the issue. It's going to be phase 2 that's going to be the issue. And I don't need the I don't need to get the whetstone. I'm going to see if I can beat the Red Wolf, and if that doesn't work, then I'm going to go get the medallion, or the crests, and then go get the bell bearing for 3 and 4. Don't know if this is going to help me any, but we're going to try. Nope, didn't help me in the slightest. Hey, I did 14 points of damage. Well, the jellyfish did, but I summoned the jellyfish, so I take credit for that. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go with the stuff and the things. Yeah, I need a work on that. Like, it's actually annoying me. Because I don't want to have the light facing coming back directly at me, because that flattens everything. And I want to have, like, some definition, especially if I go to flex on the camera or something like that. Because, like, I do want to look impressive. I do want to look the muscular. I want to look like I'm in good shape. If I can get up here without getting poisoned. Although with me raising arcane, I think I'm I know I'm resistant to death. Although I just thought of this, I don't need to go get the Rod Against Source Seal. I have no interest in it. I have no need to go get Rod Against Source Seal. Like, I'm not going to use it. Like, it would raise my physical stats. Okay, that wouldn't do any. Like, it would do a very little improvement. And I would get slightly more health, more endurance, but I also take more damage. I would almost rather go get the stamina recharge increasing talisman, which actually wouldn't be too difficult to go get for my third talisman slot. But I'll more likely go get the one where the more I hit my target, the more damage I do. Which I actually could probably go do immediately. Now that I think of it. This is gonna sound like a vain thing to bring up, but I really do. Nightmare, I really do appreciate you being here. I really do hope you're not just humoring me and you do enjoy my content, because that demon in my head's an asshole. I was playing a little bit of Dark Souls 1 between me getting done with Baldur's Gate 3 and going live, because I was hanging out with my little sister and I wanted to do a couple things. I still need to go get the Saint Trina flowers. They're not super required. They're going to be in my inventory purely so I can get the sleeping pots when I feel like it, which I'll probably use against, I forget his name, the Draconic Sentinel. I'm vaguely interested in still doing an SL1 run. I'm running it through in my head. That might be the next challenge I kind of dick around with. My weapon of choice will probably be the Bloodhound Fang. Spike balls are the best. You're probably right for an SL run, but the reason I'm going to go with the Bloodhound Fang, at least up until I can get the spike balls, is purely because its ability is really good, and its stats are pretty legit in their own right too. And then the next thing I was going to do is this Saints Bridge. Wait, why am I going to the Saints Bridge? I was gonna. Oh, that's right. I'm not gonna go get the turtle medallion. There's no reason. I'm gonna quickly go grab this medallion right here, or talisman, and then I can go take the elevator up. Go quickly go grab the 3 and 4 bell bearing. I can eat Mogrit's soul, remembrance, and get a little bit of an upgrade going. part's gonna be the bitch, though. I kind of want to... Dragon Helper is really good, too. It is. But, like, the trick is with a lot of these weapons, you have to be able to... If you're doing an SL1 run, you have to be able to get the stats to wield the weapon to begin with. Like, and that's the hard part, which I know you know this. To even use the Bloodhound Fang, you kind of have to cheat a little bit. I think you run as the Samurai, then you use the Rodigan Sword Seal to cover the difference. I'm trying to minimize my amount of time poisoned. Although I do want to grab that. Because I can, in theory, go make poison pots at some point for versing Draconic Sentinel. Yeah, I'm dead. I should have summoned as soon as I walked in. That was dumb. That was dumb. I wonder if the... well, because it's a boss, I doubt it would work, but I'm curious if the Lifesteal Fist would work on them. By the way, if you haven't noticed, like, Zuli the Witch did a good video on them. Yeah, I rolled into it immediately and... Haha! Dingly parts. Come on. Are you just gonna stand there blocking the whole time? That ability doesn't work on them, but okay. That could have killed me. That's going to kill me. Haha, I got out of there. And I killed it. Bring the sword insignia. There you go. You're probably right. Depending on the boss, it might be worth it. Like versus Renalia, it's worth it. Because I spend a lot of time just punching her. In my opinion, it's worth it. Wait, I was doing something else first. What talisman do you think would be worth it? Because once I beat Renalia, I'll have a third slot. And I'll have the Claw Talisman in that going. And because I'm doing Arcane, Rodigan Sword Seal's not worth it for one boss. There's more than just her. Whenever I'm able to break a stance of somebody, I can wail on them, and that builds up a charge. But you're right, that Dungeon Delve is probably not worth it, because if I'm going to do that Dungeon Delve, I might as well just go get the Bell Bearings for 1 and 2 instead. Because that's about the same length. And you can't even justify buying, well, I'm also getting runes, because the other one I'm getting runes too. Because I'm trying to figure out what other talismans would be worth it. The Arcane Talisman doesn't show up until the DLC, so I can't go get that. Because I'm doing Arcane, Rodigan Sword Seal does nothing for me. Nothing worth doing. The only other talisman I could think to have would also be the Charge Talisman, along with my Jumping Talisman. So when so no matter which one I'm doing, I'm still getting the bonuses. I could make a pit stop and go grab the Stamina Talisman, which would allow me to engage much faster and much longer. If it wasn't for I don't go to Weeping Peninsula, I could go get a health talisman, just because that extra little bit of health could hurt. Couldn't hurt. I really can't think of any. If I wanted to do a slight schlep, I could go grab a Bolt Drake one. Which would make fighting the Draconic Sentinel a little easier, because I'll be able to tank a little bit more damage, but I really don't think that's even worth it. I could go get the Ritual Sword one. I think it's the Ritual Sword one, where I have more damage when I'm at full health, because I'm running with such little amount of health anyway, that even drinking one potion brings me back up to full. Additionally, if I take a hit, I probably die anyway. So I'm either at full health or not. The yeah, if I could keep myself at 30% health, then the other one would be better, because that's like a 25% damage increase. But even then, the percentage increases are not that much. 25% of 50 is not that much. It's like 12.5. Mind you, I hit so fast that 12.5 does build up. Hell, the Blue Dancer Talisman's almost not worth it. So there's really almost no talisman that I can think of that's worth getting, except for like the Charge Talisman and the Claw Talisman, depending on how I'm actively attacking. I'm not doing any elements, so getting the Elemental Talismans don't matter, the Scorpion Talismans. And the one Bleed Talisman I could only get if I went, like, you can't even get it before the Draconic Sentinel, who's my biggest obstacle anyway, and then that's a hell of a schlep in its own right. The only talisman in that route I could think of, and once again it's out of the way, is the Poison Scarlet Rot one, which I could get decently easy, but it's just out of my way. And if I'm using the Jellyfish, or I'm using something that gives me poison, then I can, then that bonus will always be there, or close to. I'm trying to think of all the talismans you can get with minimal out of the way. There is the America one that you get in Raya Lucaria itself. Good Goldfoot. Yeah, but fighting two of those is not something I can do. Oh wait, no, you're talking about the talisman. You're talking about actually like going to, like, because for me it would be go fight Patches and buy it from him. You're right, that is an option. That's an option. There's probably a place I can find one early in the game too. That would get me a shit ton of early runes. Trying to think. I really can't think of any other talismans that are reasonable to get to. I really should let me go over to the blacksmith and just eat them all. I'll have to look.
Oh, I didn't. I'll be doing much later.
Alright, I already have one, so I need 11 of these. And how many can I get of these? I can get all 12. So. Alright, what I did there prevented me from having to dungeon delve. And I still have some runes left over. Yay. Damn it. I was doing a decent chunk of damage. The problem is I got stunned. He hit me, and then all three daggers hit me. So I got screwed. One of the benefits to having such low health is that got his ass. How high do you think I need to get my arcane up before I can before I should start pumping things into health? I'm thinking 40. Surprised he didn't stop to heal. Didn't want him attacking me from behind while I'm opening this door. Yeah, getting the Claw Talisman was definitely worth it. That spike in damage is actually considerable. The only way it could be better if I was allowed to use the, that one cloak. I gotta remember to send this back down. I'll save the jellyfish for second phase. I don't need it in this part. It'll play a good decoy during that part. It does feel like she's bleeding faster. This is gonna hit me. Yep, I survived it. But she was turning into a moon there for a second.
Little Rani, my dear daughter, weave thy night into being.
Alright, all this runes I can use dedicated just to leveling myself up. I don't have to do anything else with it. Not that I know of. Now it's going to come down to, can I actually beat the Draconic Sentinel? I went through all this just to see if I can...
Where did ye flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty. Dither not. Come out, say I.
Okay, let's bring this to 40 like I said, and then let's start pumping up health.
Where did ye flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide.
I should be able to make... Oh, I never made the I never picked up the crafting stuff. Bell Castle. I thought I had. Thankfully, I've got the runes to pick up what I need.
And I can also let you lot then. Why not? I am Carly.
Should be able to make some sleep powder. Now I'm vaguely concerned. Now I'm curious if Golden Parry can go on fists, because that'd be something else I could consider. Is Golden Parry's like right up here, and you come here really early in the run, or I could come up here really early in the run, grab Golden Parry, and see if I can use that to cheap kill Dickie McGee's axe. Because Golden Parry has one of the highest by default frames for parrying. Obviously, shields it does better, but since, you know, and I can set it to standard. But that would be more for my my other build that I was doing, where it's leaning more towards strength, where I have to get the strength whetstone anyway. But with the way I'm doing it right now, I'm not getting as much help from everything as I'd like. The one advantage is that because most of my scaling is on arcane, I don't have to worry as much. I hate this part. And if ultimately I do this part and I'm like, no, like, I can't beat the Draconic Sentinel in this run, I might do a quick go kill the dragon, then come back. Which I'll probably go get Golden Foul Feet for it. Where is it? Where is it? Dick! Oh, not that I need to worry about how many potions I have. Oh, I never picked up the extra... Oh well. That's the goal. Of course, I got into a rampage and stopped, and kept hitting him instead of backing off. He was supposed to fall asleep, but sleep doesn't actually seem to work on him. I forgot to grab the extra talisman slot, so I don't get the other talisman. Because I forgot to grab it. I don't have time to run and go get it. Because then I'd have to do the schlep all over again to get here. In fact, from even further away than I'd like. Let my jellyfish open up. Actually, fuck it. He woke up. Waiting for the horn guy to actually start doing stuff. I literally... Oh my god! I literally just attacked him twice and he was already attacking me. Mind you, I need to be coming from shield side. I need to fight him on shield side. Because the shield attacks are much slower. And I need to do a single attack, then back off. Instead of trying to keep comboing. So a jump attack in and out on the shield side actually might be my best bet. Alright, so the sleep thing on him is completely pointless. Be on this side of him. I don't know how I survived that one. I wonder if the jellyfish is resistant to fire. Lead effect. Okay, he's targeting him, not me. Okay, that's the area one. Jellyfish did his job. It distracted. It distracted while doing poison. Oh my god. So fucking close. And then he turned. I wonder if it's going to give me credit for that. It said enemy felled. I doubt it's going to give me credit. It'd be nice. I doubt it, though. It gave me credit. You know what? I'll take it. I don't get any of the runes. Actually, I might still get the runes. They might just be attached to my corpse over here. Yeah, I did. Cool. I wonder what my time's currently at. Mind you, this is like I declared this an unofficial run, but technically I can turn it into an official one if I do good enough, because I haven't done anything to break the rules. I just haven't had optimal pathing for as far as I'm concerned. Only at an hour and 30 minutes. Depending on how the next two boss fights go, I could do this. And this was some bad luck, too. So you might have been right. The arcane route might have been the best bet. Also, using the jellyfish helped a lot, because the jellyfish is rather beefy for some reason, and it just throwing poison on people helps a lot. Oh, I do need to do this. New purchases can be made at the Twin Husk.
Only fine. You have now to become the thing as now.
The only reason I'm bothering to get it, because you're right, that was kind of pointless to get, is because I already have it. That's literally the only reason I'm picking it up right now. Or putting it on right now. And it might help with Godfrey to some degree. I doubt it, but it'd be nice. Godfrey's unfortunately immune to poison. I have to do this run again because I teleported before I got to the next one. Godfrey's unfortunately immune to poison, so the jellyfish will be just a distraction. It'll probably die in 1 or 2 hits. But the sleeping powder does work on him. So I could probably use that. And then wail on him until he wakes up, and then back off as soon as he's awake. Once again, bleed won't proc, but my damage is rather increased just because of all my proficiencies are leaning towards Archon, and Archon is boost the fuck up. Gothhic is saying right now that she will stream another attempt on Saturday. Which I'll see if I'm awake and available. I'll see about being in VC with her, or I'll probably even stream it like I did before, where I was kind of doing a live Let's React. And you guys can sit there, give advice, give your thoughts, or just cheer on my little sister. I don't know why I bothered killing him. Like, him being there really feels like when you're dealing with the Red Wyvern in goddamn Dark Souls 1. Ow, don't do that. I want to do a Dark Souls 1 run. It'll probably lean towards Dex, because I kind of want to use Scythes. Because I usually play Bonk. Like, right now I'm... That was bullshit. Right now I'm using Smug's Hammer. And, I gotta record a couple segments, mostly Beta Chaos and Lost City of Izalith for a video. But I might do more. Interesting. There is a parkour route down from here, and it's like super finicky. I really don't know why it got that hit on me. Like, I dodged it. I guess I was still technically inside of its weapon. Miss, bitch! Do this to reset everybody. Oh, fuck. I forgot about this conversation. Oh, well. I needed to have this conversation because I'm going to summon her for the,
I shall devour.
that one fight.
I shall leave Torrent, and the power to turn runes into strength. I wish you have. I have
And
no.
it's probably just from Amazon. Rather you have your sword out than your bow while I'm doing this part. 'Cause that great bow would knock me on my ass. How the RNG's gone so far in this, I'm probably going to die at this section and have to do it twice. Anyway, once I get to the next Site of Grace, I am going to go deal with the dragon. Alright, you said there was a Goldfoot that's on the hill near the Thicky McGee's axis. Okay. Unfortunately, that's a schlep down. That's true. So I should probably do that when going to fight. Godfrey would be the big one to use it for, purely because Godfrey I have like no bleed effect, poison doesn't work. So like all the things I'm built towards don't work on him. He's the only one who's completely immune in the whole run. I'm vaguely curious if going to go fight, deal with patches would be quicker than what I'm doing right now, since I don't go this route at all. Then again, I could include it as part of the run. All I got to do is come from Fort Faroth, because there is a route from Fort Faroth, and I can grab some runes along the way. But anyway, I have to find where the where the Goldfoot is. I'm gonna go up this way. Nope, don't care about that. Because everything I get from now on will probably be dumped into health just to give me that little bit of survivability. Which is probably not the best idea, but it's the only idea I've got. I could keep dumping it back into Arcane, but I think I'm at a point where I passed it. Okay. Because the Rune Bear's still up ahead. He's a little further up ahead. Okay. It's left to the, where the... Okay. I know where... well... I have an idea where it's at. Hi, Dad. How you liking the new schedule? Yeah, at least you don't have to ride public transportation back. Did you get lost on the way home? Okay. You were just doing the scenic route, right? Yeah. The Pumpkinhead roads, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so it'd be up on this hill up here is what you're saying. Look, if this is it, that's not too bad, actually. Yep, gold fell feet, okay. Now I just need to get out of any fights and teleport. You know what? I'm still at a minute 39. I could actually... My goal has been to get under 2 hours, and considering the fact that this has been me fucking around a lot, trying to, like, figure out what to do, I'm doing rather well. And me going to pop the head of that dragon should be a lot of runes. And me saving it for this late in the run, especially if I'm doing the arcane run like we've been doing, does mean that I get a time save from doing it that way. I just got to remember to pop the gold foul feet near the end. Not to mention I have slightly more... Well, no, I don't have more stamina. Nothing else, I'm just doing straight more damage. Gold foul feet's 30 seconds or 60 seconds? Isk. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I want to say it's 30 seconds. I know it's not 50. No, it's got to be about. It's got to be a full minute. Just purely because, like, I've popped it before while killing people in Moog's area. After I get another bleed effect, I'm going to go ahead and pop it. Hell, it might be longer. I'll look it up later. Because even if the bleed effect doesn't proc as much, or doesn't proc much faster, even a little bit does make a difference. But the fact that I'm doing just straight more damage while doing this does play a factor. Not a huge factor, but a factor. Gold foul feet's still in effect. So instead of getting 70,000, I should get close to 100,000. Yep, close to 100,000, like I said. I still want to pump up health, but I still feel the urge to pump... fuck it, I'm pumping up Arcane. I know I should do health, because that's survivability. I know it. But if things die before they can kill me, then I win. Spoken like a true power gamer. You can't kill me if you don't hit me. That's not where I wanted to be. This is where I wanted to be. Not that way. Ritual shield talisman. You're right. That would be like that first hit would be well protected. I don't remember where the ritual shield talisman is. I know where the ritual sword talisman is. Okay. So I go by it anyway. Okay. As long as I don't have to fight the gladiators, because I don't want to fight the gladiators. I have fought those guys so many times. I was farming for their gear, because I found out their gear causes taunt. And I was doing a tank build. I feel like him doing that jump attack just a second ago was him saying, my turn. Hey, Trickster. Is this your morning? I don't know why he got to get that attack in. You're still banned from donating money to my stream until you get a Switch 2, for the record. I thought he was, oh, there he goes. I was like, cool, I'll just jump over this ledge. Oh, it's jump to your death. Okay. I'm not going to summon the jellyfish this time because it really doesn't help. Like, it does next to no damage and distracts him for like all of 3 hits. Oh, damn it. You can't kill me if I kill me. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts, too. I was actually doing insanely good just then. If I can keep that up, I'd be able to beat him. Now it's just going to come down to, like, because I can get past him. It's Morgoth that is going to be the final clincher if I beat my 2 hour, 30 minutes, which it's looking like I'm going to. even though this wasn't meant to be a serious run, because it looks like the arcane build is what's going to do it for me. I don't get any cool Ashes of War. Damn it, missed. I'm trying to think if there's any Wondrous Physics upgrades I can use, because I know the Stamina one's good, but I don't use the charge anymore, so that's not a big deal. The heal does help. It gives me another heal, but that's not that big of a deal. It's only half, and my flasks do more by themselves. And it has to be a Wondrous Physics upgrade that's easy to get. I'll read that in a second. Yeah, I know that. I missed it again. I might go ahead and fucking do the jellyfish again, just because like those three hits he's not targeting me is a lot of hits. Although the skeletons would actually be really fucking good against him, just because like they die and get back up a couple times, like they'd make a great decoy. Shouldn't have tried to punch. Alright, let's go again. And again. Again. Because I'm going to beat him. Like, he is not my obstacle. It's Margaret. And I get to summon for Margaret. I get a co-op with for Margaret. Which is a big deal because she heals. And she's actually not bad. I wish I knew how to consistently do the double hit. Oh, it's pretty much like you have to hit him while he's in the middle of an attack. Because you'll hit his arm, then you'll hit his leg, and it's a double attack. I need to figure out how to consistently do that. Okay. I watch it on Crunchyroll, so when a new episode drops, I get to see it immediately. I was out of stamina. And that time I was just stuck. Because my jump attack is doing like 400 points of damage. And I think it's about the same... That's fine. I'm not judging you, I'm just telling you, what I do. I don't know why he does that. He redirected that. That's bullshit. couldn't move. Fucking stunned me. No, I didn't. Sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, like, this is eating my time. Like, like I beat the Draconic Sentinel fast. Now it's Godfrey who's kicking my ass for some reason. He took it personal. He's like, "Oh, you got past the Draconic Sentinel? Yeah, okay." Lay down, I guess. Oh, no, I didn't see it. I saw the most recent episode because they're finally dropping episodes again. And, okay, I guess I'm not allowed to dodge. Anyway, I was doing good, too. There's like some scenes in there I really could have done without. Like when he's piloting that mech suit for the first time and, like, his mind goes really pervy, so the bot starts doing what he's imagining doing. I could have done without that. Got a couple punches in, then I knock him on his ass. Surprised I survived that, actually. I'll go ahead and drink again. That didn't do me a lot of good. I should have just made him give me an opening and then did it. I know his openings. I know all of them. I think I set up my I think I set up the Wondrous Physics. Let's do that real fast because that will give me more stamina recharge or just more stamina. I really don't know. Okay, I guess I didn't set it up. I was not there. I also like. I know this is in the story, and the story gets really fucked up, but it really does depress me that one girl who like sacrificed herself for her kingdom or her planet, and the torture she goes through. Like that really depresses me because like, goddamn. I don't know how I survived that one, but I did. Got his ass. I just need to, like, I know his attack patterns. I just need to abuse that I know his attack patterns. And they're very straightforward. A little bit of extra health. Now it's going to come down to if I can beat Morgoth fast enough. Which I will be summoning What's-Her-Face, and I will be summoning the Jellyfish. Because between the two of those... I should make a dent. And I should be able to fix my Wondrous Physic. Goal right now is just to get this procced so I can have a place to return to. You can stay over there. Stay over there. That's fine. Yeah, I hadn't set it up. That's pointless, but whatever. Oh, there's actually another summon you can get, but it involves a quest line, and I have no interest in trying to do it during a speed run. You can get Nephli. Scratch my head real fast. Well, you remember my friend Jellyfish, right? He's poisoned, at least. Lead proc on the execution, that's nice. Alright, his diarrhea is kicking in. I couldn't do a damn thing. The lock-on screen was fucking with me. Melina's still in, and my jellyfish is still alive for some reason.
Shall not be forgiven.
I think I actually forgot to activate the Wondrous Physic. Yeah, I did. Shit. I got my jellyfish, finally. But he's poisoned, so jellyfish did his job. I'm still alive, motherfucker. Oh. Sub 2 hour. Sub 2 hour. That was my goal. Mind you, it's like, hang on. It's like 1:59:59. Just a second under 2 hours. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Hang on, I gotta take a screenshot of that. I love it. That's funny. That's priceless. Love it. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Like when I'm transitioning screens, it'll just like stop transitioning. Actually, I can see why now. Anyway, I love it. I'm happy. That legitimately made me happy. All right. Hey, I did it. I'm gonna be trolling my sister here in a bit. Like I'm gonna be So the original score I had was like 2 hours 30 minutes. Oh, the first time was like 4 hours, then 2 hours 30 minutes, then it became and now it's 1:59:59. Hang on, I gotta send that to my sister. So sub 2 hours. All right. Oh, the Swiss lives in mountains, collect gold, make intricate machinery and weapons, aren't concerned with the wars of men. Dwarves, the Swiss are dwarves. Yeah, I guess that works. Although I think Tolkien, when he was writing it, he actually was thinking of this is not proven, but it's theorized he was thinking of a specific ethnicity. So anyway, we're gonna make that an official one just because I broke my record. I don't care. I'm gonna put off doing another run of that until I can see what Gothic can do. So basically, I won't be running it until Saturday, after Saturday when Gothic does hers. And if it looks like she's gonna beat my 2 hours, 1:59:59, then I might have to run it again and see if I can get to 1:30. That would be the next goal with proper pathing this time and me not fucking up as much. I think it would actually I can actually do it because we now know how to get to, past Smithing Stone 2s because we know where they're all at this time. So we have that. Then we have we know what weapons I'm getting. If she does 2 hours exactly, then I win. I still win. That 1 second, I don't care. I'm allowed to use that 1 second, especially because I have so many restrictions and she doesn't. She has actually no real restrictions. Oh, don't get to play samurai. Ooh. And even that's self-inflicted. She chose my restrictions. But no, like you suggesting the arcane thing seems to have worked. If nothing else, similar to like doing heavy whetstone, it does mean that I don't have to worry about splitting my stats any. It's between health and strength. And then also going to go get the foul foot and then going to get the dragon was probably the best idea. Once I get my Archon up to a certain point, just for the purposes of getting past the dragon faster and getting the extra bit. I think it was fluke that I got the well, actually it was probably the jellyfish playing a big part, getting past the draconic sentinel. So if I stream later today, because it's a new day for me, or if I stream Wednesday, it might be Dark Souls, it might be Bloodborne, or it might be Sekiro. One of the three. It will be a Souls-like. That's the only guarantee I have. The one exception to this conversation, the one possibility of an exception, is if my siblings kidnap me and I have to stream something else. In which case, I will take a break and then stream a Souls-like. So, anyway, remember, if you subscribe, you'll know the next time I go live. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next one.